This is why I always have consistent work as a freelancer. Hi guys, this is Bindra. I'm the owner of Bindra Productions here in Orlando, Florida. We do corporate, commercial, and documentary filmmaking here. Even though mostly I do my own productions, I do like helping other filmmakers, especially those who are friends, as a freelancer whenever I can. So Adam Kalinowski from Adam K Studios reached out, who you may have seen on David Morefield's vlogs as well. And we've become friends now. Adam has hired me, I've hired him. And so he reached out and he wanted me to come cam up for this project that he was being a DP on. So normally I wouldn't take projects like this because normally I'm the DP or kind of managing the project. However, because it was going to be Adam, I was going to get to hang out with a friend and get paid to do that. I was like, sure, it works in the calendar, let's do it. My job was going to be relatively simple. I was going to operate one of the cameras and also help Adam and the rest of the crew as needed. The other great thing about this project was we were filming at Full Sail, which is one of the more popular universities for filmmaking around here. You got to give it to Full Sail. The campus is really nice. And I love the facilities they have for the students. Do you guys notice something? All the lights that are on this set are aperture, and we're using these lights because that's what's available here at the university. And I think that's how aperture's kind of become an industry standard, because look at all these students that are going here. They're all gonna learn from using aperture fixtures. So what happens when they go out on their sets and they're gonna buy aperture fixtures, they're gonna rent aperture fixtures, or they're gonna recommend their productions get aperture fixtures. And I think I see how they've slowly become the industry standard. Just something interesting to see. Man, why does every set have to have the unhealthiest food? Look here, Adam is chomping down on a donut.
What are you eating, Adam?
Nothing, dude.
Huh? Oh, she's gonna hopefully see this. Look at that.
So the first half of day one was relatively easy. We just had to nail down the setup and make sure everything was dialed in. Once everything was dialed in, I was managing the FX3, which had a tighter angle. For lunch, we went to Sonny's Barbecue, which is just down the street, so we just walked to it. It was relatively good. The rest of day one went great. We just had to dial the setups in. We were doing from talking heads to detail shots of products. These videos were educational content for a brand. The other part I love is not only was I hanging out with a friend, doing a relatively easy job, but I was also getting to hang out with other people and networking. Mike, who was the director here, seemed like a great guy. They had a great vision. I love the set that they created over here. And like that, day one was over. I love jobs like that, where I don't have to bring anything. I just show up. Now I see how most of the people I hire feel like. When I was done, I was like, that's it. I don't have to take anything home, tear down anything. So that was pretty cool. By the way, this Glide Gear teleprompter they were using was so janky. It was just slowly leaning down, so Adam had to keep holding it steady. Look at Adam, how hard he works on set.
So, Adam, why are you always not working?
What?
Why do I always catch you not working?
I don't know what work is, bro. Yeah, you grinding.
Working hard, right?
You always catch me at the worst moments. You missed the shot.
Yeah, no, I missed it. Adam, how hard have you been working today?
I'm exhausted. I don't even know if I'm gonna make it to lunch.
And just like that, it was day two, another day of doing relatively the same thing. I left the crew here. Everyone was so dialed in. Everyone knew what they were doing. And I love how, despite the content being educational content, Mike kept the set fun and engaging and exciting. And just like that, it was lunchtime. We went to Chili's this time. So after doing more of what we had done, it was time to convert the set because day three was going to be like a podcast style setup. So we changed the set and completely transformed it.
Adam, do you want to talk about this project today? We're day two. How's it going?
Day 3 for me. Been working super hard. Yeah, just filming some courses here in a set that was built. Doing well. DP, so added a little flair to it in the background today, which was fun. And then I'm excited to set up for the podcast interview type section and play with the lights again.
Another thing I like about projects like this, during downtime, here's somebody just showing us a project they had done. So it's really cool to be able to see other people's work. And just like that, it was day 3. So since we had already set up the set, it was just dialing everything in. And it was, again, relatively simple because I just had to babysit the camera since they were just on sticks. There was not much that we were changing. And the content looked great. I love how the setup came out, how everything looked. And it was much simpler lunch today. We got Publix subs. What do you guys think about public subs? Do you like them? Do you not like them?
So how'd you get this gig?
I worked with Mike, who's the director producer, a while ago as BTS photographers and videographers on a set for Adidas. Pretty cool.
So Adam, how did I end up on this set?
Asked you for somebody, and then you're like, "Ah, I'll just do it. It's right. It's like what, 10 minutes up the street from you, and yeah,
Yeah,
it's just fun to be on set together. I would have done the same, you know."
there you go. That's how you get hired. You just take recommends for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, after lunch we did some more of those, and I love how Mike brought these old tungsten lights just as accent lights so they could be in frame. So that's another cool way of using your older lights that may not have a place in a modern set. As you see, aperture lights everywhere. They make relatively good practical lights.
Adam, what are we doing today?
Running a podcast style, 2-person setup, 3 cameras. Yeah, just kind of running a little podcast setup. So that's really cool. Got to actually design it and light it, which is super fun. Usually, you get like 2 chairs in a corporate office and then you're stuck. But yeah, got a center cam and 2 cross angles on the subject.
Yeah, came out incredible. Look at that. Great work. I like the cross skiing up there. The practical, motivating the backlight.
We were able to
So-
use the lights that are just
Yeah.
already rigged.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then there's the field.
Really redo anything.
Yeah.
And that was it. The 3-day shoot over, so it was time for strike. So we packed everything up, tore everything down. And I love leaving from set like this because it's not like I brought much of any equipment. So I was just able to help Adam pack everything, help Mike and his crew as needed. And that was it. So this was pretty good 3 fun days. As you see, the job was relatively simple. It's just about being on point, making sure the angles and the focus is correct and what's needed. And it's mainly all about building the relationships. Why am I on this set? Because I know Adam. How is Adam on this set? Because he knows Mike, right? It's just your circle of network. The most thing I recommend, if you follow my podcast, season 2 is coming pretty soon. You know what I'm harping on. Networking, networking, networking. If people don't know you exist, they're not going to call you for jobs, right? Number 1 thing is they need to know you exist and what you do. Number 2 is just going out there and doing a good job. And when I say networking, I don't mean just say hello to everyone, right? You need to actually invest in these relationships, learn about what these people do and why they do it and what they're good at. It's about genuinely building these relationships and eventually, you be on each other's sets and help out. And next thing you know, you built a massive network of people that are constantly calling you for jobs. And just like that, you can make sure your calendar is always full.